You know, Tetra, I think you'd be a worthy candidate for Team Aqua. How'd you like to become a Team Aqua administrator? Another time? Okay. Anyway, hey everybody, it's Josh again. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. In the last episode, we did a few side quests on Windfall Island, including upgrading our Picto Box to a deluxe Picto Box. And then we went back to the Forsaken Fortress to rescue our sister. We defeated the monstrous bird, the Helmarock King, and had an encounter with the King of Darkness himself, Ganondorf. And now we have made it back here, back to this underwater castle. So anyway, in this episode, we are going to be heading back into this castle once more, back to where we got the Master Sword, so that we can find out where the voice from the stone is coming from.
The adventure
and Tetra is going to follow us there. So heading back down here. Are you him? Are you the one who was speaking through my stone without my permission? Answer me! That stone is an enhanced version of the Gossip Stones, long spoken of in the legends of the Hyrulean royal family. I am the one who made it. You made it? The royal family's Gossip Stone? I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Have neither of you heard the tales? Tales of the kingdom spoken of in the legend of the great hero? The place where the power of the gods lies hidden? This place, where the two of you now stand, is that kingdom. This is Hyrule. And I am its king, Daphne's Nohansen Hyrule. Link, do you not recognize my voice? Indeed, I am the one who guided you here. I am the King of Red Lions. There was no need for me to reveal my true identity to you, so long as that blade, the Master Sword, could defeat Ganon. But now, both of you must listen to me. Once long ago, this land of Hyrule was turned into a world of shadows by Ganon, who sought to attain the power of the gods for his own evil deeds. My power alone could not stop the fiend, and our only choice, was to leave the fate of the kingdom in the hands of the gods. When the gods heard our pleas, they chose to seal away not only Ganon, but Hyrule itself. And so, with help from the great Aqua Lord Kyogre, a torrential downpour of rains from the heavens, our fair kingdom was soon buried beneath the waves, forgotten at the bottom of the ocean. Yet all was not lost, for the gods knew that to seal the people away with the kingdom would be to grant Ganon's wish for the destruction of the land. So before the sealing of the kingdom, the gods chose those who would build a new country and commanded them to take refuge on the mountaintops. Those people were your ancestors, and those mountaintops are now islands above the sea. Hundreds of years have passed since then. So long as Ganondorf was not revived, Hyrule will remain below, never waking from its slumber. Tetra, come to me. This necklace you wear is a part of a sacred treasure called the Triforce of Wisdom, which has been passed down for many ages within the royal family of Hyrule. Your mother passed this down to you and instructed you to treasure it, and to guard it with your life. Am I not correct? The Triforce of Wisdom is none other than the sacred power of the gods that we have kept from Ganon's clutches for so many long years. The gods have placed upon your ancestors the task of protecting it from evil's grasp. You too must abide by the laws of the past, and so the time has come for me to teach you the fate into which you were born, the very reason that you live. And he is the missing piece. At last, the Triforce of Wisdom is complete. My fate? You are the true heir of the royal family of Hyrule, the last link in the bloodline. You are Princess Zelda. Zelda? I'm a princess? You are confused, aren't you? I suppose such is to be expected. Link, I am terribly sorry that you have been caught up in these events. But now that it is known that Tetra is indeed Princess Zelda, Ganon will be searching frantically for this child in an attempt to get the power of the gods that she possesses. He will not rest until he has found her. If he succeeds, my ancient kingdom under the sea will be turned into a land of shadow and despair, and so will the world you know above the waves. Link, I need you to lend me your strength in this dark hour. I have a suspicion about what has caused the Master Sword to lose its power to repel evil. I need for you to come with me back to the lands above the water and return the power to repel evil to the Master Sword. Zelda, it is far too dangerous for you to join us in this task. Fortunately, the sacred chamber is not yet known to Ganon. It is my wish that you wait here in hiding until we return. Whoa! You can teleport. Link, we must go. Link, I don't know how to say this. Everything that's happened to you and your poor sister, it's all been my fault. I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it. Link, be careful. So yeah, now you've been realizing why I haven't been spoiling that part until just now. And if you think about it, it was a little bit obvious when we made it into this castle because, if I could actually, let me see. If you look in this painting right here, you'll see Princess Zelda and a few of her ancestors, or at least like hundreds of years ago. You kind of notice they all kind of look like the pirates. So there's kind of an obvious fact right there, that Tetra was indeed Princess Zelda. And that's kind of cool. A pirate captain is also a princess. Anyway, let's talk to the King of Red Lions to see what he says about the Master Sword. Link, listen well. The fact that the Master Sword has lost the power to repel evil suggests to me that something has happened to the sages who infused the blade with the god's power. The sages should be here in Hyrule, in the Wind Temple to the north, and the Earth Temple to the south, praying to the gods. You must head for these two temples to see what has happened to the sages, and attempt to find a way to recover the power to repel evil. Unfortunately, Ganon seems to have erected some sort of magical barrier down here in Hyrule, blocking our path to the temples. But each temple should have another entrance, high upon Hyrule's mountaintops, which are now islands above the sea. As always, I shall mark these places on your sea chart. Again, I don't know how you managed to do that, considering 1, you don't have hands, and 2, you don't have a paintbrush in your mouth. Now, if we stay here much longer, we shall draw our enemies' attention to Princess Zelda's whereabouts. We must return to the surface immediately. Link, do you know the legend of the Hero of Time? Once long ago, he defeated Ganon and brought peace to the kingdom of Hyrule. A piece of the Triforce was given to the Hero of Time, and he kept it safe, much as Zelda kept hers. That sacred piece is known as the Triforce of Courage. When the Hero of Time was called to embark on another journey and left the land of Hyrule, he was separated from the elements that made him a hero. It is said at that time the Triforce of Courage was split into 8 shards and hidden throughout the land. Even I do not know where they rest, but this much I do know. They lie hidden somewhere in this great sea. Might you have crossed paths with someone who knows much about things that lie hidden in the depths of the sea? Well, fret not. If you think of no one, though, maybe you could come upon knowledge by asking around a place where many people gather. So anyway, when they're talking about the hero of time, now I can kind of spoil it. They're kind of mentioning the link from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That is where he defeated Ganon and brought peace to Hyrule. And when they say that he left to embark on another journey and was separated from the elements that made him a hero, that was where Majora's Mask picked up. So anyway, now that I explained that a little bit, what we're now going to do is play the Ballad of the Gales. And where we are actually going to warp is this northwest corner up here. This island we haven't been to yet. So where exactly that corner is, that is Mother and Child Isles. But if you play the Ballad of the Gales, you'll be warped inside of Mother Island. And you can't get to it by sea. This is the only way you can get inside Mother Island. And what's inside? Ooh, sparkles. Is it a boss? Is it a secret? Or better yet, is it a secret boss? No, it's this girl. Although one thing I want to say about this girl is she kind of reminds me of Fi from Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Mostly because of the way she looks. Tee-hee-hee. Tell me, little boy, can you control the wind? Hee-hee, so young to have such power. How did you know to find me here? She also has a great fairy doll. I am the queen of the fairy world. What is the matter, my child? Does that not surprise you, young one? I like you. And so, I shall give you new power to the bow that you wield. So she turns a great fairy doll into two fairies. A red fairy and a blue fairy. So she's going to give us something that'll help us get the keys to those temples. I wonder if it's painful to have fairies fly into your chest like that. But anyway, we now have fire and ice arrows! When you take out your bow, use the ZR to change the arrowheads, and then fire away. So yes, we now have the power to fire fire and ice arrows. Ice arrows can freeze the hottest flames, and fire arrows can melt the coldest ice. The fairies in this fountain will ease your weariness. Use them as you need to. Child, I must tell you, you are just my type. I like how Link starts smiling and then all of a sudden the King of Redlands is like, nope, sorry dude, you've already got Princess Zelda. And she just disappears. But yeah, you can only get the fire and ice arrows if you have the Ballad of the Gales and you have rescued your sister from the Forsaken Fortress. So now that we've done that, the only way to get out of Mother Island, of the Mother and Child Islands, is to play the Ballad of the Gales again. And this time, we are going to head to back to Windfall Island. Alright, so now heading back to Windfall Island. Now that we have a few more things, like the Song of Passing and the Deluxe Picto Box, and now that we have rescued our sister, you'll notice a few things have changed on this island. So first, we're gonna check the mailbox. Good morning! I have a letter for you. And this one is cash on delivery. And the postage is 201 rupees. Just pay it. To the esteemed Mr. Fairy Person. Oh, it's from Tingle. Thank you very much for your purchase. Encloses an incredible chart. This chart will show you where to find the Triforce charts and shards. I want you to find lots of items. Also have you check your Tingle chart. Seeing the giant fairy marks, that's how you can increase your wallet, Tingle. And it gives you the incredible chart. Now you know where to find the Triforce charts and the Triforce shards. That's positively incredible. Anyway. So also, I want to go ahead and get out my deluxe picto box because there's a few things I can do. Like, now that you have it, if you take a picture of this woman right here, so you save it and then show her the picture. Is this now how I look today? Well, I had no idea the gloss of my skin was so perfect. You kidding me? I can see wrinkles on your face. Just looking at some stunning... And you know what? I'll give you a treasure chart! Just for showing you how pretty I look. My son picked it up somewhere. I think you can use it. So anyway, next... Talk to this guy twice. He's an alright guy. I do understand. Okay, here's your test. Take a pictograph of the first perfectly round, pale thing you can think of and show it to me. So anyway, moving on. Also, do I have enough joy pendants? No, I do not. I have 22. But also, I want to talk to this girl right here. Well, what do you think of my outfit? You don't see clothes like this very often, do you? In the line. Talk to her twice, and she talks about the pictographer. You have a picto box. I want you to take a picture of me. Get my whole body in the picture, because that part's important. And make sure you don't get the killer bees in the shot. Oh, she's kind of facing the other way. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit. There we go. And now that you've done that, you actually want to show it to somebody on this island. Kind of like how we did the side quest for Lenzo. He's right here. So you talk to this guy and show him the picture of that girl. Oh, pictograph, hey, buddy? Ah, this girl. Actually, buddy, this is the girl I've had my eye on lately. Wow, she really is that pretty. And just seeing the pictograph reminds me of how gorgeous that girl is. But no, I'll never be happy with just a mere pictograph, even though some weirdos are. That's it. I made my decision. I'm going to get the girl to go out with me. Okay, I'll enjoy the cafe bar for coffee. So he's going to ask her out on a date. Oh wait, she's the other way. Maybe he'll come tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow is when she wants you to do it. So because of that, now that we have the Song of Passing, we can quickly change from day to night and night to day, thus kind of passing time. Hence Song of Passing. And no, not Song of Passing Gas, you sick jerk. But also, now that it is night here, there's actually something else we can do. I believe... Yeah, talk to that girl over there. Because you know she used to be the rich girl. Shish! Take off, go away. But as soon as you do that, she starts to wander off. Now, about this part, you want to make it so that she can't really see you while wandering off. Like, she'll look back every once in a while. As soon as she starts moving again, kind of start getting close, but not too close. Like, I'd say keep about this distance, kind of this distance from her. So what's going to happen is you're going to keep following her to a certain point. And then when she gets to that point, you want to hurry and talk to her so we can try to get another item. Yeah, she's like looking back on the top of the hill, and that's hard to see. Okay. As soon as she starts to go up and out of sight. Okay. That's kind of funny how she doesn't hear me rolling. Okay. Like right here. Who's that? Just trying to mimic a cat. Even though I have not seen one cat on this island. Kind of weird if you ask me. We're like right by the staircase. She's looking back again, so don't let her get... So don't go past the staircase or she'll see you. Okay, she turns back again. About... Okay, she's about to head to the point. So, as soon as she starts heading... As soon as she's at the safe, immediately hurry to her and start talking to her. You startled me. What do you want? My heart is racing. You scared me. Wait, are you? The kind of creep that goes around night scaring people? That's just plain mean. I could be worse. I could be a serial killer. Just who do you think you are, anyway? Just answer the default answer for each one. Night creeping rascal. Oh, what? An ally of justice? I'm not a thief, I swear. I haven't stolen anything. Well, yet. It's just a bad idea, just an impulse. Why don't you say anything? Are you mad at me? At least listen. Sure. I was once the richest tribute in this town, did you know that? One day, a monster spirit came and took me to the Forsaken Fortress, locked me held captive. Father spent every last rupee in his coffers in an attempt to get me rescued. All of our fortune is gone. So in other words, the rich jerk who was mad at us for breaking his pots, and this girl are now poor. That's when our life of poverty began. Now I work at the shop. Let's not tug at your heartstrings. That's kind of funny. That's terrible. And to make matters worse, for some reason, Maggie, who was the poorest girl in town, suddenly became rich. So yeah, the old man that was under a tree, who I was a little bit rude to, has now become rich. So, in a way, these two have kind of reversed roles. Okay, do you understand my plight? Very well. Then you'll let me go. Unfortunately, no. But why not? Because I'm honest. Because I like you. No. Okay, saying excuses. Thank you so much. And for answering the default answer to all of those, she is not a common thief. And what's actually funny, she will also give you... empty bottle number 3! Don't look at me like that. I didn't steal it. It's found on the shore. What am I saying? Anyway, I'll start worrying. Goodbye, Allergize. Thanks for tonight. Let me guess. She's gonna come back and steal from that safe as soon as I leave, isn't she? Ah, well, what are you gonna do? Okay, so another thing I want to do is, you kind of notice this guy is staring at the sky. He's looking at the moon. And the thing is... Yo, hold on. What are you doing at a time like this? I'm just looking at the moon over here. So actually, what he wants you to take a picture of is the full moon. Unfortunately, it's like a half moon right now. So what you can kind of do is you can kind of play the Song of Passing to speed up the moon phases. But anyway, going in here, now that the rich jerk is gone, now the old man under a tree is rich. You there, halt! Oh, you're just some wretched street urchin. I thought you were the postman. Be thankful, because if you were the postman, I would have shooed you out of here before you could say boo. But say, you look rather familiar for a street urchin. Have you perhaps met someplace before? So yes, he has completely forgotten you ever since he was under that tree. But anyway, this is where the skull necklaces really comes into play. This is where you have to get 20 of these. You show him the skull necklaces. My daughter Maggie brought these back from the Forsaken Fortress. They sell for quite a lot at antique shops. That's how I got filthy rich overnight. So he's gonna take 20 of these. He has like the creepiest laugh. Anyway, for doing the 20 skull necklaces, he gives you a treasure chart. You have a creepy laugh. Anyway, if you want to go back here, you can go see Maggie, who is now rich. Oh, to think I would survive on my own, return to this town. It's a dream come true. But no. No, it's a nightmare without him beside me. My rainstorm rages in my heart. He was so kind to me at Forsaken Fortress and gave me those expensive necklaces. Just hearing his name lifts my spirits. Mo the Moblin. She's in love with a pig. Or rather, a pig-like creature. This is a bad, bad. I have a request for you. Take this letter to the post box. Just do it. So she gives you the letter to Mo the Moblin. You gotta deliver this. What's kind of funny is, now that the old man is rich, if you go down and break those pots, he won't mind. Whereas the other guy required compensation, whereas this guy does not. That's a good thing, too. But anyway, go ahead and deliver this letter to the post box. I need to go ahead and get it out of my epic fanny pack. It looks like we also have a letter of our own. Good evening. I have another letter for you. How have you been, big brother? Oh, it's from Hyrule. Okay, I'm going with the pirates. Mr. Gondor's a really big guy, but I'm Tetra supposed to be crying like a baby. Something about Senza, Zuko, and I usually Nico's always fooling around. Okay. I'll loan you my telescope for a little bit longer, but you have to return to me eventually. And she gives us a red rupee. How nice. Like the cheapskate beetle who gave us one. Okay, let's go ahead and put this letter in the post box. Okay, and pay the postage fee, which is only 5 rupees. Alright, so that letter will be delivered to Mo the Moblin. Because apparently Maggie loves that creature so much. Well, then again, my best friend is a fire pig. Although, we're not in a romantic thing, anything like that. Don't you get any sick ideas, you perverts. Also, now that it is nighttime, and now that the windmill is working again, there's actually something I want to do now that I have the fire and ice arrows. So what you'll want to do is hop onto one of these. Then you want to get your bow and arrow out. Switch to the fire arrows, and you want to wait until this thing gets to the top. Because this thing is actually also a lighthouse. So as soon as you get near the top, pull out a fire arrow, and then shoot inside the lighthouse, because there's a torch you can shoot in there. Ooh, that's bright. And that's shining light in right in your face. But anyway, now the lighthouse is working again. And with the lighthouse working, now you can get to that treasure chest. But actually, what I want to do is ride this thing all the way back down, because there's another character I can talk to now that both the windmill and the lighthouse are working again. So yeah, ride this thing all the way back down to the bottom again. And then hop off. Then talk to this guy twice. Fine night, isn't it? Oh, the windmill's working again, or the Ferris wheel, whatever. Okay, and talk to him again. Now the lighthouse is working. You see that? The lighthouse and the stream united. Now you can see through the darkness. And for doing both of those, he will give you a piece of heart! And that is heart container number 9 complete. Now Windfall will be more lively than before. Well, I'm glad you're happy. Oh, let go. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and play the Song of Passing again. Okay, so now that it's tomorrow morning, we're gonna head into the cafe. And you'll notice the couple is here. Talk to the girl. To start dating, make a delightful couple, and so happy, and so I'm gonna give you a piece of heart! She gives you a piece of her heart. Take good care of it. As if I won't. Anyway, let's go ahead and head back out again. And now that it's daytime and the windmill is working, there's actually something else I can do. And also, you want to do this one side quest that I'm doing right now, like, after you've done all of Lenzo's commands. So, what I'm going to do is head back near the Ferris wheel, or windmill, as I keep calling it, because it looks more like a windmill. Well, it's technically a mixture of both windmill and Ferris wheel, but anyway. Next, I'm going to get my Deku leaf out, and then play the Wind's Requiem. Then I'm going to change the wind... Oh, it's already pointing west, never mind. Like, if you look at Lenzo's house, you'll notice there's a little balcony on the second floor that you can't get to unless you ride this Ferris wheel. So anyway, moving on through here, we are going to jump down on this balcony. Okay. So now going in here, we're going to find 2 treasure chests. The one on the right will contain a purple rupee. That's just great. And then on the left, and more important treasure chest, which contains a treasure chart! Yeah, we're kind of finding a lot of treasure charts just by doing all these side quests, and a couple of pieces of heart. But also, there's another crouch hole you can go through, so we're gonna head over to the left. Also gonna go ahead and get out my deluxe picto box again, because we're going to need it to take a picture and then show it to somebody. Kind of like we've been doing a little bit of... Let go. So you notice Lenzo is talking to another lady. You want to get like right near the back wall, get out your picto box, and then you just want to take a picture of these two. Make sure to get their full bodies in the shot. There we go. Get that pictograph. And now let's barge in and show them that we saw them talking. How interesting. Huh? Who's there? What are you doing here? You trying to give me a heart attack? Anyway, now that you have the picture of those two just talking to one another, you want to show it to the, those wrinkly old moms that we saw, like, near the back of Windfall. Yeah, you want to talk to these two and then show them the picture. Blah, blah, blah. They're just, like, gossiping. Very, very important topics. Talk to the other one. Something about Lenzo. I think you had to talk to both of them at least once. And then show them the picture. Oh, this is the pictograph for Lenzo, and that pictograph-loving lady. Guess we were completely wrong about Lenzo having a girlfriend. Looks as though they're just old friends who share the same hobby. Thanks for saying it straight, young man. We shouldn't stop spreading out of gossip like that. You taught us the error of our ways, so... Here, have this treasure chart! So yeah, yet another treasure chart. My little boy found this somewhere. Anyway, I think that's all the things we can do during the day. The rest of the things we gotta do at night. So now we're gonna play the Song of Passing yet again. And I'm sorry if I'm focusing mostly on side quests here in this episode. I'm just really wanting to get these out of the way, since some of them can take quite a while of time. But trust me, at least they're not as long as the the trader side quest with the traveling merchants. At least that one's not. It's not as long as that one. Anyway, is it the full moon yet? I can't really see. Not quite yet. Looks like we gotta make it go through one more time, or pass by one more day in order to make it the full moon. But now, going back in here after you've mailed the letter to Mo the Moblin, you'll notice that the postman is here. Honestly, you just don't understand, do you? Open up your ears. Yeah. Silence! I'm telling you we don't allow postmen here! Be gone, be gone! Dang, the one person who doesn't like the real superhero of the American people. Don't be ridiculous. I went through great trials and tribulations to go all the way to the Forsaken Fortress and return with Mo's letter. Silence! Be gone, be gone! Then please, be reasonable. Can you at least sign for the letter? Silence! Be gone, be gone! Jeez. He turned into a giant crab apple. Just acknowledge I was here. Yeah. Silence! Be gone, be gone! Jeez. I like how he just squawked at him like... Foolish man! Now you've made me angry. Must go somewhere to cool my feathers. Well, what a wretched unruly postman. I don't know anything about a Mr. Moo in any Forsaken Fortress, and yet he always comes here bringing his letters. So yeah, after that little argument, you want to go to where the postman went off to, which was the cafe. You notice there's quite a few tough-looking, shady characters in here now. So I'm going to talk to the postman again. Oh, it's you. Sorry you had to witness that at Maggie's house. I have a letter from Maggie from Mo, but he won't let me deliver it. I'm a failure of the delivery trade. You're not a failure. Anyway... Actually, you have an epic fanny pack of your own. Maybe you could deliver this letter. What do you say? I'll do it. Okay, you're a lifesaver. So there's the Moblin's letter from Mo. Can I get you to deliver this to Maggie? Although, I've also tried this off camera. If you try to show Old Man Crabapple the letter to or from Mo the Moblin, he doesn't seem to care. It's kind of a weird thing, too, because I thought for some reason you could just, like, rat her out. But apparently, no, he's just too dang dumb. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get that letter out from... I keep climbing this ladder, it's the staircase. Yeah. Anyway, show her the letter. Is that from Mo? I saw in my dreams? Let me read this instant. This is Mo. I like you, Maggie, so much that I want to eat you for dinner. Did you hear that? Those words, this means I think it could it be? Is this his marriage proposal?
No!
It must be. I lost my feelings and been conveyed to Mo. At last he understands how I feel. It's the happiest day of my life. It's the anniversary of true love for me and Mo. So, you've done so much. I'll give you this. And she gives you a piece of her heart. So yeah, by blowing the fact that you can, like, have a romantic relationship with animals. Remember, kids, Nintendo said it's rewarding. But anyway, the last set quest I want to get out of the way is the one about that guy with the telescope who wanted me to take a picture of the full moon. So you gotta play the Song of Passing 2 more times in order to make it that way. I'm gonna go ahead and get out the Pigdo box one last time, at least for this island tonight, and take a picture of the full moon. There we go. I'm kind of hoping he'll accept it, even though the cloud was in the way. And now that you've gotten that picture, go ahead and play the Song of Passing one last time. Okay, and then show this guy the picture. Oh, that's right! That's the perfect answer! The correct answer is exactly what you show me, the full moon! I used to gaze at the full moon. Also, another fun fact about me, I used to love gazing up at the moon when I was a kid. So, yeah, I know it caused you a lot of trouble, but thanks. Here, you can have this. Another treasure chart! Alright, so now that we've taken care of quite a few side quests here on Windfall Island, I think this is a good place to end this off here. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD, we're going to be using the power of our new fire and ice arrows to find out where to find the keys to get to the Earth Temple and the Wind Temple. See you guys on the water side.